So what is going on, everybody? Thanks so much for joining me for episode number 3 of Ask Ray. I'm Ray, that's me. I'm the host of this show here, the most original show here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you have a question for me, please leave it down below in the comments of this video, and I'll be sure to answer it in a timely fashion. Now that that's all taken care of, let's jump in to some previous questions. When you come up with your music, do you just write the guitar riff and add the drums and bass later? Or do you work on it as a whole? I'm trying to improve my songwriting, but I find it so hard to add even simple drum lines. All I have is a bunch of riff ideas and no real songs. Well, how I do it is actually the complete opposite. More often than not, I will have a sick drum groove and or beat. And then I try to base my riffs around the drum. So it's kind of backwards because, I'm a guitar player. And, I'm not trying to talk crap on my own kind guitar players, you and I basically. But guitar players are a little selfish, and that's okay. I mean, that's just the nature of the instrument. And what I mean by that is, when we have a cool idea, a cool riff, we want it to be the forefront of the song, and we want it to be, the money riff, as Pantera used to call it back in the day. Whereas for me, my brain doesn't work like that, and I don't know why. So, to answer your question, I always have drums, and then I'll try to make, just have it on a loop with Superior Drummer 3 in Logic, and I'll try to come up with a cool riff based on the drum groove. I'm the weird one in this instance. I know guitar players they come up with riffs more often than not, and then put drums behind it. Whereas me, I do it the complete opposite way. I guess because I like groovy music. I love things with feel. I'm not like a shred type where it's just like a million miles an hour and whatever the drums are playing. I like stuff with feel, man. I like stuff that makes my head bob. And what better way to get my head to bob in a song than using the drums first, in my opinion. So, I don't know. That's just how I do it. So, to answer your question, long story short, it's drums, guitar, bass. I hope that answers your question. As always, appreciate the content you put out. The question, what does your workout and diet look like? You've been in shape the entire time I've been watching the channel, around 2 years. Well, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Trying to stay in shape, trying to be healthy, and trying to, this, that, and the third. So, my workout is pretty limited because, I've been banged up. I've been saying this a lot lately, but you guys know this already. I've been banged up for the better part of close to 4 years in terms of injuries. Funny enough, I'm having my 10th surgery of my life tomorrow, meaning today at the time of when this video becomes public. So I haven't really been able to do any lifting or anything crazy like that. So man, my workout just consists of the Stairmaster and riding a bike here and there. Really sucks. It's really boring, and it's not a lot of fun. And then my diet, I don't do any keto or fasting or any of that stuff. I used to do a little bit of fasting, but yeah, man, I just don't I don't eat sweets. I don't eat candy. I don't eat chocolate. I don't eat cake. I don't eat cupcakes. I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat any of that crap. It's just not good for you. No donuts or anything like that. It's just egg whites, spinach, and oatmeal squares. I live off of that. And a lot of fruit here and there. So, kind of boring, but, I mean, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel, fresh and energized. And then, I've said it before, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any recreational drugs or anything like that. So, I guess that keeps me somewhat healthy. So, I appreciate the comment, man. And, I hope that answers your question. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Ray, seeing that Parkway Drive is your favorite band. Parkway Drive is my favorite band. I've never said that. Parkway Drive's not my favorite band. Have you actually had the chance to see them live, knowing that they're not as big in the US as they are Australia? Yeah, I saw them live in 2014 at Warped Tour. Summer 2014. Yeah, man, they were sick. But I've kind of fallen out of love with Parkway Drive. I like their old stuff so much better, and then their new stuff's kind of like radio rock. So 2014 was right before the Ire album, and right before they kind of turned into radio rock. But yeah, I saw them live. What is your favorite tuning you use? So I'd have to say it was Drop B forever. Drop B just sounds so good, man. It's a lot of fun to play in. But honestly, my favorite tuning has to be just plain old standard tuning, whether it's on a 7-string or a 6-string. Yeah, man, I love standard tuning now, just in the sense that as I've kind of forced myself to be a better musician and know theory and stuff like that, I'm obsessed with memorizing the fretboard better and better, faster and faster every day, and then just dissecting the fretboard. Because although it's fun to do heavy breakdowns and cool drop tune riff, it's not really theory based. At least I don't write in theory when I'm using drop tuning. So I like to play in standard and or drop D, or standard tuning 7-string, or drop A 7-string. I just like to have, you know, one tuning standard, and I'm doing my very best to continually to try to master it. And therefore, once I have that down, then I can teach it to other people, you know, for example, my patrons that I offer lessons to. And I always just harp on standard tuning, and I love it, man. It makes me feel like a musician, and it makes me feel like I know what I'm doing on the fretboard and on the guitar. So standard tuning's probably my all-time favorite, but I've always got a soft spot for drop B. Awesome. You're awesome, dude. Have you ever thought about turning Luna into a full band with a drummer and a bassist? So if you guys don't know, Luna Muerta, that's my own solo project that I write from time to time. I just put out an album here on February 7th, just a shameless plug. If you want to go check it out on Spotify, I really, really appreciate it. It's done very, very well so far. Thank you guys so much for all your support on that album. Yes, long story short, yes, it's in the works, man. It's exciting. It's really exciting. I've recruited, well, I don't want to say that. I've recruited. I've met some, hold on, my mom's calling me. Hey, Mom. Hey. Yeah, is everything okay? I'm filming a YouTube video as we speak.
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. I just know I missed your call yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no, everything's fine, Mom.
Okay, well, tell me when you get a chance.
Alright, I'll call you back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, love you.
Love you, bye.
Alright, bye. Oh, Mom. I love her so much. Yeah, dude, I've had the honor and privilege of meeting some awesome people in the local area that were really into the idea of playing the stuff that I've created in my little studio, playing it live. And it's going great, man. I've got a guitar player, a bass player, a drummer, and myself. And in theory, we could get the job done, but I would like to get a keyboard player or a synth player of some sort, just to fill the ambience, because Luna Muerta is very, very ambient sounding and very kind of vibey metal. It's kind of like a weird thing. It's not like full on, you know, brutal death metal or anything like that. It's heavy, but there's a lot of dynamics and a lot of ambience, and I'm looking for somebody to fill in the ambient side of things. So, yes, long story short, man, it's good to go. We've got rehearsals coming up, and it's really exciting. I can't believe I'm going to be playing my stuff live to the Philly area and potentially wherever else. But yeah, it's in the works, man. So I'm hoping summer 2020, man, we'll be playing some shows, and I couldn't be more excited. And then it just makes me more motivated and inspired to write the next album, which will be coming out, I don't know, late 2020, early 2021. I'm not sure yet, but I'm really excited, man. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And one more time, if you have a question for me, leave it down below in the comments of this video, and I'll be sure to square you away. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always tuning in to my channel. It does not go unnoticed, and I don't take you guys for granted. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Stay metal. Most importantly, stay metal. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.